We love our Winnebago Winnie Drop 170K. We love the size of it. We love the way it tows. We love almost everything about it. But if you own a travel trailer, you know that there are always things that you'd change if you had the opportunity to do that. And our trailer is no different. And so today I wanted to take you through our wish list of modifications that we will be making over the next several months to our Winnie Drop 170K. Hopefully this will give you some ideas on what to do with your travel trailer. Maybe you may not have our exact model, but maybe this will give you some ideas for some storage solutions and things like that when it comes to modifications to your travel trailer, especially a small one. One of the things that we lack in our Winnebago 170K is storage. And if you have a Winnebago 170K, you know that this is an issue. And to be honest, there's really not a lot that the manufacturer can do about this because every person has different needs. And so Winnebago elected to put this mesh in these storage compartments, which is fine. And to be honest, this trailer was not designed to accommodate a family of 5. That's probably not what Winnebago ever intended for the 170K. But one thing that we do want to do, and we think that it will solve a lot of our problems, is we are going to convert these 3 storage cubbies to drawers instead of openings. We are going to put a set of drawers, 2 drawers in each of the 3 cubbies. So that will give us a set of 6 drawers in the cubbies. This is going to allow us to not pack a suitcase. Hopefully. We want to get away from having a suitcase in our tow vehicle, if at all possible, and we think the drawers are really going to help us in not having to have a suitcase in our tow vehicle. That way we can just pack the trailer up and hit the road. We don't have to worry about suitcases, packing those up, going out to get something out of the suitcase if we forget it. If you go back and watch our Cape May video, I think it's the first episode, I'll link it in the description, you can see that we're getting stuff out of the van, even in rain, and trying to get it into the Winnebago, and it's just a pain to do it that way. So we are hoping that these drawers alleviate the need for suitcases in the tow vehicle. Another modification that we'd like to make to the Winnie Drop also has to do with storage. And over the dinette / sleeping area, there is a shelf. And really, to be honest with you, it's useful for some things, but we think we can do better. And this is one that we don't even know if this is possible. This is just on our wish list. But we'd love to bring this shelf out just a little bit more and make that shelf a little deeper and actually put a set of doors across here to make this cabinetry. We may lose a light. It may be something that we have to bring the light down underneath the cabinet, but that's all possible to do as far as the wiring, but we don't know how difficult that's going to be to bring the shelf out a little bit, put some doors across here so we can have some more closed up storage. And once again, we'll use that for pantry usage, food, things like that. We will just want to maximize the storage as much as we can on this 170K. Another area that we think we can capitalize on some storage are these 2 cubbies that are right beside the entrance door to the 170K. Again, just openings with some mesh. We think that we can do better by making these drawers or by putting doors on here that we can use this as pantry storage as well. We think that that will also allow us to store our food, because over back where we were just at, where we want to put the drawers, well, that's where we did store a lot of our food. But we really do think that this might help us a little more if we had some storage right here for some pantry storage. Another upgrade that we're going to do is our mattress. This past summer, we kept converting it back into a dinette and converting it back into a bed. And we've just come to the realization that that is not practical. And so we are going to keep it a bed for our travels. And so we're going to upgrade to an RV mattress, a regular RV mattress, get rid of the air mattress, which will make it more comfortable and also more functional as well. And that'll allow us to just keep it a bed, not have to make it back into the dinette, then switch it back into the bed. We think it'll be a lot easier that way. Another modification that we'd like to make has to do with our television. Right now it is in a fixed position here on the wall, and it's a nice TV. It's a good size. We don't need anything huge. But what this doesn't allow is for the kids, when they are in their bunks, they cannot see the TV. And if you have kids on a rainy day, you know that sometimes it is necessary to have some indoor activities. And when you're in a small trailer, that can be a challenge sometimes. So we are going to put the TV on a swivel, that the TV can swivel out to where they can view the TV from their bunks. Because to be honest with you, what we're doing, or what we've been doing, is everybody piling in the main bed, the main sleeping area, to watch a movie or whatever. And to be honest with you, it's uncomfortable and it doesn't really work that well. And so we want to make it so the kids can view the television, watch a movie on their own in their bunks when we have a rainy day or at night right before they go to bed, something like that. So that swivel will hopefully give us the functionality to do that. Another modification that we'd like to do has to do with our bathroom. If you have a 170K, you know that it has a wet bath, which we use all the time. If we are traveling in our trailer, we use the bathroom, we use the shower. But there is not a lot of room in our shower, as you can tell, but we do want to do some modifications, and we got some inspiration from a Facebook group that I am a part of that has to do with Winnie Drop trailers, and we saw this modification done, and we just loved it, and we are going to try to do something very similar. We are going to remove the sink from the 170K bathroom, and what that will do, that will free up space, obviously. But then we also have another problem. The water valves that you turn the water on and turn the water off with, they can get in the way pretty quickly. And so we would like to raise that up near the shower head, so where you're not bumping into it, the temperature's not changing. And so we'd like to raise that up. And then we would like to put some sort of adhesive tile in the bathroom as well, just to make it look a little better. Probably have to cover up some holes once we do these modifications to the bathroom. But we really do think that this modification will help us be able to use the bathroom more functionally, and that there'll be a little bit more room in it as well. So what are we going to do about eating in our 170Ks? If we're going to keep the bed the whole time, what are we going to do about eating? Well, we have decided that we are going to invest in an awning room, but they just don't make one for the size of awning that we have for our 170K. So what we're going to do is we are going to invest in a gazebo type, really easy to set up kind of room that we will put almost under our awning a little bit, so we can go between the room and the trailer without getting wet if it's raining. We'll keep the picnic table in there. We'll probably put a couple chairs in there as well. The one that we're looking at right now is made by Clam, and it seems to be made very well. And it's not the most expensive thing on the market, but it's also not the cheapest. And so we want something that's very easy to set up, that we're not spending 35, 45 minutes setting it up when we get to the campsite, but also something that'll give us a little bit more outdoor space, especially if there's weather. And so this will allow us to eat in there, maybe relax in there a little bit, and be able to keep our bed, the entire time. Another modification that we'd like to do has to do with our kitchen countertop. We'd like to make a cover or find a cover for the 2-burner stove that is currently in the 170K, which will hopefully open up a little bit more prep space if we're not cooking. If we're just making sandwiches or something, this will give us a little bit more prep space in doing that. But if we can't find a cover for the 2-burner stove, we'll probably have one made when we're getting all the other construction things done as far as the drawers and the doors in the 170K. We'll probably just have something made to go over top of the 2-burner stove. One final modification that we'd like to do has to do with our batteries. We'd like to add a battery, and then we'd also like to add a inverter so we can use some of the electronics in the trailer on battery power. We're going to be doing quite a bit of boondocking, overnight staying this summer, and so we want to make sure that we have enough power to accomplish that. So that's going to be something that we're looking into as well, so we have plenty of power when we're on the road. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that by clicking the subscribe button below and then clicking that little bell next to it so you get notified every time we upload a brand new video. We also invite you to come on over to Facebook, where you can find the Great Family Escape and you can keep up with us and follow along in our everyday adventures.